We've got the Army up here with General Playboy Buddy Rose, new member.
Before I talk about Popovich, I just want to say how great my brother, Pete Rose, is doing in the Philadelphia Phillies. They're going to win the World Series, my brother in the World Series. All right, I'll tell you something else. Mike Popovich, Johnny Boyd sure didn't hurt me enough because Popovich has a shaved head and the man has quit professional wrestling. He couldn't take it. Popovich, you gave me a good fight, but you couldn't take it. So I think it's about time. And Johnny Boyd, I want you to watch this. It says, who's next? Boyd, Popovich, or Savage? Cross Popovich's name off the... And all we've got left now is Johnny Boyd. Look at this. Get a look at this. Fidel's idol, Fidel Castro, right?
Right, that's right. And you know where I buy that? They sell that massive state of Oregon. I'll never take. They love Castro that way. Look at that. Wait. Let me tell you something. I'm not scared of any one of these two. As I'm concerned,
Oh, you damn it. Give me that thing.
We're going to need some help out of the...
There's your Johnny Boyd. This is what I've done to Piper, Martel, the Sheepburners, Popovich. Boyd, you're next. And even my partners, come here. My partners aren't even helping me. I'm doing it all by my widow self.
yeah, that's right. You didn't need no help at all.
Just one kick. One kick. One kick. Okay, let's go. We did it.
Well, although it's flowing with that, I think John may need some help. If we can get some help out of the dressing room, he is going to need some help to get out of here because he is in bad shape. Lord Jonathon Boyd, attacked, as you saw, by the Playboy. We'll be back. We're going to cut away. John usually wants something to say, and I don't think he's going to be able to. So if we can get some help from out of the dressing room, he's...
I come up here like a man. I walked on here like a man, Rose, just to face you. Just to face your words. Hey, you want to use weapons and use gangs and... Oh, hey, God. Rose. Hey, you may have started something, friend, that you're never, ever gonna stop. You've started something now, friend. You may have ran a lot of people out of here, but you or your army is not gonna budge me, because I'm gonna plant myself in Oregon, and I'm gonna grow like a big oak tree, and I'm gonna take one of those branches, and I'm gonna bust your bloody head until you see this blood, Rose. You wait till you see your bloody own.
We'll be back in a minute. Right coming up, Don Owen in the ring. And the Army, who just caused the havoc up here. The two Fidels.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just received a red-hot wrestler that just arrived last night from Honolulu, Hawaiian. His name is Savi Api, but it's a little difficult for me to say, and I always like to do things simple. So from now on, we're going to call him Jimmy Api. At this time, I would like to introduce the sensation of the Hawaiian Islands, Jimmy Api.
We understand the man may have a few
A
surprises
lot of
in.
people didn't know this, but this man right here stole the Hawaiian Championship from me in Hawaii 1 year ago. And you know what? I'm glad you're here because you're going to wish you never came.
I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that this may be a second Jimmy Snuka. Okay, go ahead.
Just an introduction. Buddy Rose went after his leg, tore it to bits. Jimmy Afey, AFI. He's going to be on a little later in the card. He's going to be here for a while. From now on,
Ladies and gentlemen,
promotion has been
the next
raised.
event be the best 2 out of 3 falls or to a PB time limit for the Northwest Team Championship. Introducing in this corner the defending title holders, the Cuban and Rip Oliver. Their opponents in this corner are the challengers, the Indian team of Indian Joe Lightfoot and Jay Youngblood.
Well, sit back and let's see what's going to happen. Well, Alan picked a good night to come out here. And he got his cigar. Did he get his glasses too? Well, we've got flowers in the ring. We've got a half-crushed cigar in the ring. We had a Cuban in the ring. And we got one wild Indian lad by the name of Jay Youngblood. Youngblood with a chop. Saying, get ready, Joe. Here he comes. Joe with a chop. Many times called a tomahawk when the Indian wrestlers use it for obvious reasons. The Playboys being allowed down at ringside. They're in and out quickly. Joe Lightfoot and Jay Youngblood. Jay Youngblood, a few short months ago, teamed with Rick Steamboat. And together they won the tag team champions of the Pacific of the world. I stand corrected, of the world. The Cuban out, Rip Oliver in. And the coach, the general, whatever you want to call him, Playboy Buddy Rose, talking to the Cuban outside the ring. Jimmy Afey. Remember that name. Real name Savi. Savi Afey. Down on anglicizing same to Jimmy Afey. There's the double chop, and again. The Playboy Rose getting a little upset with his team for a minute. Circle, and it's Youngblood in against Oliver. Jay Youngblood, they go into the ropes, and he holds on to that side headlock by using the beard, I do believe. Throws him, and that's pretty much it. Lightfoot's over there saying, no, he just muscled down on him. That time he goes to the hair. Camera got a good shot of it. A Playboy talking about who's next and brutally attacking. 3-on-1 with a wooden rod. Yet up here in the crow's nest, he really split open the head of the kangaroo, Lord Jonathon Boyd. Boyd up. And I'm surprised Boyd was able to get up, to tell you the truth. He did. He got a little bit of his wits about him. He simply said about Boyd, you may have started something you'll never see the end of. Drop kick. Joe Lightfoot really put one on the Cuban. Then he really nailed Oliver. Oliver gets the turnbuckle treatment. The whip. And a chop from Youngblood outside. Reverse elbow drop. 1, 2, and the Cuban in to save him. That would have been a pin. Little double teaming by the two Indian lads. They used the double chop. A trick used frequently by Oliver and Cuban when they used the clothesline. The chop or tomahawk, flip over, trying for the pin. 1, 2, and again, I believe the Cuban saved him. Turnbuckle treatment. Right hand. Oliver wants to tag out. He does. The Cuban was waited on. Youngblood was there. The whip into the ropes. The chop. Body slam. Oh! A flying body press over the top rope. Nailed him to the mat. Youngblood and Lightfoot winning the first fall. One step up on the tag team championship. Youngblood, of course, was put out of the business for 6 months, about 2.5 years ago, by Buddy Rose, and he says, I want Rose any way I can get him, and I'll go through anybody I have to. Well, here in a little bit, we're going to show you once again the towns. And with us, the kangaroo, Jonathon Boyd.
Everybody out there, Buddy Rose is still in the ring right now. Rose, I don't want to talk to nobody out there. All I want to do is talk to you, my dear Mr. Rose. You hit me. You used that cane that was holding up the image of that idiot you got alongside you. You used the cane to open me up once again. Now, Rose, I swear on the blood on this bloody coat and the blood on this head that before too much longer, I'm going to open you up with this. You want to use weapons, do you, Rose? Do you want to use your army? You want to use weapons? You want everything like that? Hey, you've been saying that you're not going to wrestle me here in Portland, Oregon. Well, I got news for you, son. Next Saturday night, Mr. Owen says you wrestle me or else. Not only that, Rose, hey, not only that, I'm not up here crying over some spilt blood, because you're the one that's going to be crying in future, because I'm going to be spilling your blood in every arena in the Northwest. Whether it be down in Eugene, Medford, anywhere that I can get a match with you, I'm going to make you bleed. You're going to be bleeding so much, Rose. You're going to be bleeding so much that you're going to want to leave the Northwest of your own free will. But I'm not going to let you. I'm not ever going to let you leave the Northwest, because there'll never be any loser leave town matches, no hair matches. I'm just going to bust the living bloody daylights out of you every chance I get.
Playboy, Jonathon Boyd, Lord Jonathon Boyd. Joe Lightfoot grabbed the top rope, comes sailing over with a flying body press. He nailed the Cuban to the mat for the first fall. From the top rope down on the left arm, Jay Youngblood takes the tag. Now he's working on the left arm of the Cuban, and remember, this is what Boyd did to Youngblood so successfully 2.5 years ago. Successfully in that it was Rose's plan. I keep saying Boyd, I mean Rose. Rose crippled him, had a compound fracture of that left arm. Jay Youngblood did, out of wrestling for some 6 months. And he is back here with getting Rose one of his big plans. Playboy Buddy Rose with another one of the sneak attacks using a cane that they brought up and really opened up Johnny Boyd. Lightfoot in a little bit of trouble, reverses the whip on the Cuban. Arm drag slam. They're working on the left arm. He's going to sit out with that backbreaker. 1 foot alongside the head, 1 underneath the arm, and just stretch it out a little bit. And Jay Youngblood going to do some cheerleading. Joe Lightfoot with the hold. Youngblood motioning to Oliver. He says, come on, step in the ring. I'll be in there to meet you. Cuban trying to get to his feet against the arm bar. And being rocked and back down. Joe Lightfoot got him in that stretcher. 1 foot above, 1 foot below the arm, and pulling out on it. Lightfoot with a hold on the Cuban, Fidel Cortez. Body slam. Goes for the elbow drop and missed it. Rose is up and sharing it. And was disappointed sorely when it was missed. Across the ring, coming back, a body drop right on that left arm by Jay Youngblood. Youngblood in the left arm, and the arm bar turns it over, and then drop kick to it. He drop kicked right to the shoulder, reverse leg drop. Now he gets it in the stretcher. The arm bar in the stretcher, 1 foot alongside the head, the other underneath the arm, and stretching it out. Youngblood and Lightfoot trying to win the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship held by Rip Oliver and the Cuban. Youngblood trying to get Rose to meet him in the ring. Kangaroo Jonathon Boyd is really hot after what happened up here. And that's been made for a week from tonight. If you heard Jonathon Boyd tell you. Lightfoot leaning over the top of the referee for a tomahawk to the head. They switch while the referee's back is turned. Rose has been mostly coaching from his position in a chair at ringside down at the corner of his army. The tag is made.
5 minutes gone.
Lightfoot out, Youngblood in. Youngblood sits out with that arm stretcher on the arm bar again, and he's working it. The Destroyer coming to town as if we don't have enough. There's a good shot of Jay Youngblood. Magnificent young Indian wrestler and a young man out of Florida. The most descriptive phrase given for the young man we expect to see early in November, the human buzzsaw. Real flyer, we understand. Rose trying to tell the Cuban, stand up, get out of the hold. Oliver's in, but he's right back in the hold of Jay Youngblood in that arm bar, and they're stretching it. Youngblood and Lightfoot, they were the winners of the first fall. We are in second fall action now. Introduced at the beginning of this match, making a sensational debut just in his introduction, Jimmy Affey. Jimmy, A-F-I. His island name is Savi. Down on deciding to change that to Jimmy. And not only is the name a remembrance of the great Snuka, but the build, and we understand the ability. Some say better than Snuka. Well, that is going to take some doing, but we've heard it from some reliable sources. Lightfoot in, Youngblood out, and they're still working on the left arm of Rip Oliver. And Oliver gets out of it, goes to work in the eyes, now turnbuckle treatment on Lightfoot. Rose cheering him on. Oliver with a thumb to the eye. He's got him in a double arm lock and throws him with that suplex. Double under the arm lock. Watch out. And they use the double elbow smash right to the point of the chin of Lightfoot. And that time they got him with the clothesline. They ran it into him in the corner. Body slam. Just put him in this corner. And the shoulder breaker. Oliver with the shoulder breaker. And this match is all even. The match is all even at a fall apiece. Lightfoot got the double elbow smash, the double clothesline, a couple of body slams, and then the shoulder breaker. Now, once again, the Army is back up here at a fall apiece with the
Frank,
general.
let me get into something right away. You've got this sawed-off little fat boy coming out here with his tilted-up hat calling us idiots. We are not no idiots. If we was idiots, we would not be the champions of the Northwest. So now listen here, boys. Don't come out here crying anymore. Did you see us out here crying? We're the champions. We're flying all over and everywhere. So don't come out here saying that we're idiots and we would be lost without him, because I've been taught all over the United States, Japan, all over the world. And I haven't had Buddy Rose to help me no place I've been but right here, and he's doing a very good job of it. So you get in your little putt-putt car and mow me around 55 miles an hour, and call us idiots if you want to. But when you see that plane flying over you, it may be a Lear, it may be a Twinage or whatever, you be looking out because we'll be waving at you idiots. I couldn't believe some of the women I've seen Boyd with. Unbelievable. I can't say I better not go too far. And Fidel, let me congratulate you. What teamwork out there my champions have. And this thing right here is going to keep Fidel in order. The people right here see what we just did to these two Indians, this Lightfoot and Youngblood. The next time you get in the ring with us, you better come better prepared, boys, because you're going up against two tough men. Tell them about it.
Okay, and from now on, did you see that beautiful thing? My brother right here with me. From now on, he's got to follow with me every place, and that corner I'm going to put his head because he's my good luck charm for me, okay? And one thing more, a lot of people cheer for Carter, Regan, and all those, but me, I can cheer for him, and I'm sure if I was putting him here, I'm sure he can be elected President of the United States.
One more thing, Boyd. That was funny looking down at you up here. I thought of the old song, another one bites the dust. And that's exactly what Boyd was doing, was looking up the dust.
That's right.
And this Sifa Afti here, you stole the Hawaiian Championship from me a year ago. I'm glad you're here, brother, because you're in for a surprise in the Northwest.
Well, that's the Army and the General Playboy Buddy Rose. Video disc or the video. Third and deciding fall action for the title. The fall apiece. Lightfoot in against Oliver. Oliver won the second fall with the shoulder breaker. They're going to work on the left shoulder and arm of Joe Lightfoot. Driving it into the turnbuckle, the tag. Oliver goes out. The Cuban comes back. Now hammerlock and run that left shoulder into the turnbuckle with that arm. Lightfoot having the left arm worked on. The Cuban.
6 minutes remaining.
Over. We're all out of commercial timeout, so we're going to keep it right here now till the end of the show. And here comes, after the tag, Oliver leaps in from the top turnbuckle. They are working on the left arm. Lightfoot back with a chop and another chop. And a third on Oliver. That drops the hold. Oliver with the thumb clearly into the camera, hidden from the crowd. Now Lightfoot's back in trouble. Oliver working on it, a hammerlock down on the mat. Warning you again that we are out of commercial timeout, so we're going to keep it here. Don't go away. Keep it here right through the end of the show. Rose down at ringside baiting Lightfoot. The tag. The Cuban is in. Kick underneath the left arm, and again. They're working on Lightfoot's left arm, and quite frankly, unless Lightfoot can get out of there, I think that the challenging team is in trouble. Tony Barr asking him if he wants to give it up. He's taking a lot of punishment to the left arm. And he's getting more now. Stomped on. The hammerlock again.
4 minutes remaining.
Working a hammerlock on that arm, and Lightfoot has been amazing in his ability to hold out this long. This shot, saw a shot of Jay Youngblood. Youngblood, of course, wants badly to get in there. He has to get a tag. Diving, dropping. I don't even know if he planned it. The Cuban hit the top turnbuckle, but he's able to get over and tag on Oliver. Oliver with a body slam, now going up in the second rope. Flying knee drop and missed it. Can Lightfoot get over for the tag? Yes! Light the bonfire, mother. I'm going to be late tonight. Woo! Jay Youngblood. Double chop, the double tomahawk. And he lays it on the Cuban. Now goes back to work on Oliver. Chop, double chop. Tag. Lightfoot's going to come in.
3 minutes.
Takes the whip and catches him with the flying double tomahawk. And Oliver back with the thumb. A flying tackle. He hit his head. Lightfoot. They knocked heads. Lightfoot is out. Oliver is too. Rose pushed him forward. The champions remain the champions, and we've got another controversy. Rose pushed him forward, or he never would have gotten the tag. Never would have gotten that. Dutch Savage is down at ringside. Watch out. Savage unloads on Rose. Now Savage is up telling Barr what happened. There never would have been a pin if Rose, pardon my excitement, folks, but I'm in it like you are. Rose shoved Oliver forward, causing him to topple on top of Lightfoot, or there would not have been a pin. Savage out. Let's listen.
Rose was standing on the outside. Now, these guys had the match won when you had the commotion here with Jay. Rose got up on the apron and shoved Oliver, who was out on his feet.
Well, if that's the situation, then I'm going to reverse this and make them the winner.
Now, that's going to be a tough ruling to back
We get
up.
the belts back, though. We outsmarted you. We get the belt.
Now, if okay, I was
That's
going to
right,
say.
Rose. The belts cannot change hands on a disqualification. However, because you interfered for the umpteenth time, I'm going to recommend to the commission that they be held up until these guys can have a return match.
Hey, you got Johnny Boyd, but I'll tell you, Johnny, listen, these two guys, now these guys by right should be the champion if it wasn't for outside interference. You make that match. You have the power to sanction that match for a rematch for the title next Saturday night, all right? Right here.
That's for me.
All right, Rose, wait a minute, baby. Hang on to your seat, baby. They're going for the title next Saturday night, a rematch. And to make sure that you don't interfere, you remember the guy you broke the leg, the hospital, all the money I spent? Right. Okay, smart buns, you're going to be chained to me.
Well, I don't know what more there is to say, but we got 4 minutes to say it, so we'll come up with something. And I'm sure that Rose will come up and be complaining about this decision. Lightfoot and Youngblood win the match. Titles cannot change. Titles cannot change, so they remain the champions.
I did not interfere in that match. Okay, we're going to throw all our eggs in one basket next week. Johnny Boyd thinks he's going to get rid of me. Well, boy, I'm going to do the same thing as I did tonight all by myself. and my men are going to keep their championship and retain it. Holding the belts up is a bunch of bull as far as I'm concerned.
You gotta see a lot of things next week. Let me tell you that, Indian. I'm gonna tell you something. We're nothing 19 back when Christoph Columbus discovered America, Indian. We're with those white Indians. We're 9-8. We're not with bows and arrows now. We're 9-8 with pushing bottom. We're pushing bottom, and you just push the right bottom, Peter. You gotta get it next week. We gotta beat a team. We are beatable. Rick, tell us I'm mad. Ah!
Judge Savage didn't have no business at all coming out there interfering in our match. We won. I covered the man. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Holding the belts up, like Buddy says, it's a bunch of bull. This is not right. And I tell you what, I'll be glad to get back in there with the two boys. And I'll tell you what, next Saturday night, I will walk out with my belt. I will not leave it at the ring.
Here they come again. Come on.
Frank Vonneman, everybody saw exactly what happened out here. Rose, you are the cause of us losing that match. We are not going to cry over spilt milk. The belts are being held up now, brother. And next Saturday, it's you and Jonathon, boy, and I hope he beats your tail all over the place. But I'm going to tell you one thing. This Indian friend of mine right here, Joe Lightfoot, and this man right here, Jay Youngblood, brother, deserve those belts because we beat you right in the middle. And if you wouldn't interfered, we would be the Pacific Coast Tag Team Champions. You know it is, brother.
Okay, it's all going to happen next Saturday right here. Rose against Boyd, a rematch for the titles. The championships are held up, and Rose is going to be handcuffed to the Dutchman, Dutch Savage. Those matches are made and will be held here next Saturday.